Hello and welcome back to Rocks on the Pond. Today's Thursday, October 30th. I am Matt Sapakoff, and I am here with the industrious Isaac Manaugh. How's it hanging, Isaac?
Oh, I like that one. I know you're going new every single time, but...
Hey, they might not be positive every time, so just don't take it too seriously.
I was taking it personal.
There's only so many adjectives.
Right. That's okay, though. I understand.
Well, since the record-tying 18-inning game on Monday night into Tuesday morning, depending on where you live, the Jays have taken control of the series, and Trey Yesavage pitched the game of his life. And we've got it all here for you today. Let's see. We'll probably give you guys a quick Game 4 breakdown.
Yes.
Yeah, after a game that took nearly 7 hours to complete, these teams had to do a quick turnaround and come back again the next day / later that day for a pivotal Game 4. If the Dodgers take a 3-1 series lead, it looks impossible to come back.
100%.
But if you even it up,
hey, there's new life, and it makes the series
happen.
even better.
That's what I'm saying. In Game 4, the Jays said, Canada don't like you and we like everyone, as Shane Bieber took the rock, facing the man that got on base 9 times, Shohei Ohtani. Bieber had a great outing, going 5 1/3 and allowing 1 run. And Shohei, despite being probably super tired, went six innings. But he allowed 4 ones due to a reliever allowing 2 inherited runs. I think both of us predicted that Shohei might seem a little tired. What did you think?
Yeah. Well, and I think everyone was tired. I mean,
yes, I agree.
And I don't think I really touched on it last episode, but I think the big thing that came in was Bieber, right? That went right, Shane Bieber.
Game 4?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Shohei was more tired probably in a sense because he played, whereas Bieber didn't play. So he was able to, sit and actually relax, whereas Shohei had to actually play.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to be tired after a game like that. I was kind of joking around with my family. I was like, if the Blue Jays were really smart, they would have let Shane Bieber leave that game at a normal time or in the 12th and just go sleep, just to have the sleep advantage. But yeah, Shohei actually getting on base 9 times, having to run the bases 9 times. And for a guy who sleeps at least 10 hours a night, Shohei's a big sleep guy. He travels around with a mattress, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so for a guy to maybe not get all the sleep he wants and playing all that, we suspected he might be a little tired. And I did see points in the game where I thought his sweeper wasn't as sharp as I had seen it in the past, and he was more selective with his fastball velo. I saw him down as low as 94.
Okay.
I mean, he did turn it up to 99 plenty of times, but he was definitely more selective, choosing when to be full tilt versus when to be more location oriented.
Right. Well, and then I think that was more of just him understanding that Dodgers are probably going to be tired, so he doesn't necessarily have to overpower them right away,
And, I mean, he pitched solid. In the at-bat of guys with $1.2 billion to their names between Vlad's $500 million contract and Shohei's $700 million contract, Vlad did tag him with a 2-run homer in the third. The middle third of this, I guess Bieber did allow 1 run early on I believe it was a sac fly from Kike to score Muncy, something like that. But he pitched great, 5 1/3. That was the only run he allowed. The middle third of this game was all zeros. Pitching was great, but then the 7th inning came around, and Jays had their patented Blue Jays smack the ball around and draw walks and have long at bats inning. I think we both agree that this series has felt like a race to the pen.
Yeah,
but the Jays' pen held it down this game and didn't allow a run till the 9th.
Yeah, and I mean we talked about that too in the last one, was getting to the pen early. Who can get to the pen the earliest? And I mean they both kind of went to the pen reasonably early, I guess you could put it, but
I mean they held out for Shohei to go into the 7th, but he didn't get an out in the 7th.
Yeah.
And when they brought in the reliever Banda, he ended up giving up Shohei's 2 runs inherited and 2 earned runs of his own.
Yeah, it was just good baseball, though, in general, too, from the Blue Jays to understand. Well, they capitalized.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
that inning really, it's been typical of what they've done earlier. It's like having that one back-breaking inning. It's just so hard to deal with when you're putting up more than 1 run in an inning, let alone 4. It's so hard to answer back.
Yeah,
after
and
that.
that late,
absolutely.
in the game. It's not defeating, but you do get that kind of wave. You get that feeling where the game shifts. You always, how you get that feeling of a game shifting, where that just wave absolutely hits you, and you're like, oh, I don't think I could get over this hump.
And it's coming from everyone. I mean, Andres Jimenez, another RBI. I think he's their 3rd leading RBI guy this postseason out of the 9-hole. Ty France got an RBI. Bo Bichette got in on the action. Addison Barger kept it going. I mean, these guys are really up and Vladdy is obviously doing his thing, but the supporting cast are all just wearing the Dodgers out.
Yeah, and the big one was, like we talked about too, was filling the Springer role. Who's going to take over, that position and aspect, are the guys around him.
I guess we didn't realize at the time, but it's almost a perfect fix because they were worried where they'd put Bo Bichette in the field.
Yeah, now
that the DH spot is open,
they just threw him in there. Yeah,
you just
and
slide him in there.
now he's not a defense liability out there at second. Granted, he not really, but you don't have someone that now you're not risking injury.
It's
with him fielding.
Yeah, and it's a lot less of a hole that we had to patch than we thought.
Yeah,
I guess it just slipped through the cracks there, but the Jays bullpen was able to hold it down, and that was not the story for the Dodgers. And I mean, shout out to Chris Bassett. He's getting up there in age, and he threw 2 good innings. And then Louis Varland, who's pitched in probably every game this postseason, it feels like, came in for another one. And Dodgers score 1 in the 9th, but the Jays end it. And even the series after, in a game where whoever took that feels like they have all the momentum. I know that's obvious, sports take. Winner has momentum, right?
Yeah.
But in the World Series, if you take a 3-1 lead, it's a pretty tough task to get back to Toronto there. So
yeah, and they were going to probably want to win it at home.
But I think we're going to head into Game 5. I mean, I want to start with Trey Yesavage, but I don't think we can because the game really started with what?
Yeah, those 2 little back-to-back home runs.
That's right.
And
David Schneider, first pitch.
First pitch you see, 97. It was down the heart of the plate. What'd you expect?
Well, he hasn't had a terrific playoff, but his career numbers are actually really good for, compare as good as they can be when it's Blake Snell. But he has good numbers against Snell.
Yeah.
And I saw on social media a tweet, someone saying oh, David Schneider leading off is a choice, and his sister tweeted after the home run, looks like the right one. I'm like,
yeah,
hey, Davis's sister knows ball.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, more supporting her brother.
Yep. But
it's cool to see stuff like that. And then Vlad followed it up on the 3rd pitch of the game, I believe. Another homer.
Yeah, another. I was actually getting dinner when that happened, so thanks ESPN for showing me the notification that popped up. I was a little upset.
I'll tell you, Vlad put an amazing swing on it. This fastball was pretty in, and his swing, it's swing speed is a really big stat now, and I that swing was so fast, and he got his hands in and down in the barrel down to the bat so fast, and he put it out, and
jeez,
those were. Snell had given up 3 homers all year, and he gave up 2 in the first 2 batters of Game 5 of the World Series.
Yeah, and the other stat line too was his last postseason ones. He's let up 2 runs through. I forgot however many innings it was, and in the World Series he's let up 9 or something.
It's been a tough run for him in the World Series for sure, and the recipe for the Dodgers to win this game was the starting pitching. We saw that. when they get 8 or 9 innings out of their guys, they win. They just do.
Yeah.
But when they haven't gotten that.
But if you don't, I mean, well, this one really hurt them because it was right away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a pitcher, to let up 2 runs in the first 2 batters, and as a hitting team, you're probably like, oh gosh.
Well, I think Snell must have been really frustrated in that first inning because obviously you give up the first 2 homers. I think he ends up getting another guy gets on, and they hit into a double play that would have ended the inning, but they go to challenge it. He's called safe, so he has to stand around for a little bit while they review it, go back out. The next play, the runner gets thrown out stealing second, and they review that. So he's just standing out there again, and that doesn't go their way, and he's called out and the inning's over. But it's just like a very anxious first inning for him.
Yeah, definitely not the way any pitcher would want to start it, let alone, honestly, a really important game. That's not how you want to start the game out at all.
I actually do want to kind of give Blake Snell flowers. His final line's pretty ugly.
Yeah.
But this he's a starter where you look at it after those first 2 batters and say, well, he could very well just lock in for the rest of the game and be great. And he was really good for a while.
Yeah, and he capitalized when he needed to after it. I mean, that was one thing, too, that they were talking about on social media was, is he going to fold under pressure, Is he going to let those 2 runs affect him down the road, or is he going to kind of hunker down a little bit, show some resilience, and, tone in?
I mean, he got into the 7th, but his pitch count was up there. He ended up throwing 116 pitches, which we don't see that anymore.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it used to be the normal,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure Nolan Ryan had a game where he threw 200 pitches.
Yeah,
which that's not normal.
That's
still
not normal at all. But I mean, really, back in the day, though, you were used to your starter going well over 100 pitches, easily. But like we saw, though, in this game, his pitch count got high real quick in like the 3rd inning. It was already high. So, I mean, for him to go to 7, I guess it'd be 6 and 1 something or whatever, 1/3. I don't know how many outs he got in that inning, but for him to get that many pitches in after having thrown so many early on in the game, I mean, it's productiveness, but he didn't have the game he wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look at the game as a whole, Kike. Well, okay, all right. Before we get to anything else in this game, we have to talk about Trey Yesavage.
Yeah,
Trey Yesavage, the 22-year-old, has the game of his life. He throws 7 innings, striking out 12, allowing 3 hits, 2 of which were infield hits.
Yeah,
and 0 walks, 3 hits. Like, this is one of the greatest postseason performances ever, considering it's his first road start in the World Series. He's 22 years old. He's already faced them, and he made them look worse.
Yeah, and the big thing, too, was I know early on for this year for him, he went back down to the minor leagues because he couldn't really figure anything out.
Well, no, he climbed from single A to the top. He has now. I think he has. He has more postseason starts now in his career than he does regular season. I think it's 3 and 4 or something like that now.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I saw something about that too, but they're talking about it too as his splitter. My gosh. I mean, you're watching it. That thing was nasty today.
It's
yesterday.
Demon. It's digging in on righties. It's falling off the table against lefties, and he's throwing it against both sides.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely like, we were talking about this beforehand, and, it looked like almost like Yamamoto in a sense. I
mean, I wonder if it's just, like, where have these Dodger bats gone? And because they're getting nothing. No. They really aren't, especially from the top of the order. Or is it, I mean, obviously it is credit to him. He had control of 3 pitches. He actually threw his slider the most, which he hasn't done all year. He's heavily fastballs. That's usually his 40% usage pitch. Last night it was the slider.
Okay.
But, I mean, it was just brilliant.
Yeah, it was beautiful to watch, and I mean, man, I don't.
I really respect their manager for leaving him in. And
Yeah.
Because today, like we were talking about, with Snell getting high in the pitch count, you don't see that anymore. Yesavage ended up getting up there too, but you don't. I mean, again, example Blake Snell. When Cash pulled him after 5 because analytics tell you to and stuff like that, the Jays manager just knew, watching the game, that the Dodgers looked terrible. They were taking bad. I mean, Shohei had a swing where his helmet came off, and Freddie had an ugly strikeout as well. It's just he was using his eyes and going with what he saw, and what he saw was Yesavage.
Yeah, dominate.
Exactly.
Well, and they did interview the Blue Jays manager. I mean, of course they are, right? When you have a pitcher going that good, you're going to interview the manager throughout the game. And he even said it too. He goes, well, the analytics said we need to take him out at this point in the game. He's like, I've made that mistake one too many times.
Yeah. What did he say? He lost months of sleep over in past postseasons. He's trying to just stick to the script.
Yeah, he's like, so I'm not following that. He's like, I'm letting him go. And now you are going to be player to player. It's going to be next batter. If he walks,
he gets on, he's probably off.
Yeah, you're going to have a short leash
with
him.
I mean, even when he did get a runner on in that 7th inning, he just gets a ground ball double play.
Ground ball double
play. It was
play.
Amazing. He breaks Don Newcomb's record for the most strikeouts by a rookie in the postseason, set in 1949.
Jeez.
His record was 11. Of course, it's now 12.
Yeah, now it is.
There's so much history in this performance. It was the most strikeouts in a World Series game by someone 22 years or younger since Smokin' Joe West in 1912.
What a name.
That's old school baseball.
Yeah, 1912. I mean, that's really when baseball kind of started.
I mean, it's been around. It was invented in the 1800s.
Yeah,
but 1800s,
it didn't really start getting.
Oh yeah, sure. And then,
1912.
He broke Michael Wacha's record for most strikeouts in a postseason by a rookie. I mean, there were a few other numbers that I heard. I can't remember off the top of my head, but most strikeouts by a rookie since El Duque, I think.
Jeez.
I mean, for the Yanks, it's just it was just such a breathtaking performance from him, and now because of him and Vladdy and this supporting cast, they have a 3-2 series lead heading back to the Rogers Center.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's and we're on their travel day right now recording this one, so we're able to get another one in. But yeah, 3-2 lead going back home. And when the Dodgers won Game 2, they talked about now LA's going back home with their advantage
chance to keep it there.
Yeah, they had the advantage. We know how Toronto is with the way that how loud they were for games 1 and 2, even though they lost Game 2. How loud they were and how electric really the Blue Jays play at home.
Yeah. I guess getting back to the game, Kike got Yesavage for his one blemish all day, a solo shot and a fastball up, and that was it. But at least that was it for the Dodgers offense. I mean, when, the Jays had their patented inning again. They had in the 7th inning, Snell's coming out. He goes 6 2/3 on the final line, but Enriquez comes in relief for him. He pitched great in the game 3. Yeah. He had 2 scoreless innings where he was able to locate, and he was topping at 102. But the location wasn't here today, and I mean, in that 7th inning, it was almost like a mirror of last World Series, with the Dodgers making the Yankees look ridiculous because they couldn't play defense. I mean, in this inning, I think there were 4 pass balls. Barger got a hit and then went pass ball to second, pass ball to third, pass ball to home to score.
Yeah.
And two of those were Snell, but the last one was Enriquez on a 101-mile-an-hour fastball on the left-handed batter's box.
That should not be a pass ball. It should be a wild pitch.
Or sorry, they were all wild pitches. That one was actually ruled a pass ball.
Which I don't.
They were all wild pitches.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't agree with that. The pass ball, stat line, I didn't agree with that. But
No,
I mean,
those were wild pitches.
102 in the other batter's box, and you expect your
Yeah.
catcher that's lined up inside to catch it.
Yeah, no, it's so hard to get to 102, and when it's not where you expect it to be, like,
and with run,
and I mean, taking free bases, putting the ball in play, making the Dodgers make plays is what they did to the Yankees last year, and I mean the Yankees were embarrassed. It was like one of the more embarrassing World Series to memory. Now this one hasn't been embarrassing; it's actually been great, but in this game in particular, you're seeing like a different brand of baseball just wearing down the Dodgers.
Yeah.
It's been crazy to see.
Just putting the ball in play. I mean, the Dodgers will make errors, as we've seen before. Their top players will make errors. Mookie Betts makes errors. Teoscar's error in right field that he had.
The triple to Varsho. That's why.
That was bad. That's and they were talking about that, and I was thinking, why keep the ball in front of you? He'll stay at one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, you're in right field.
Playing some hero ball, I guess.
And
to Mookie's credit, he's actually played solid defense in this postseason, in this World Series. But the bat has disappeared. And aside from Freddie's heroics, it's just the top of their lineup's not doing the job. And they're not going to win if their top four
can't do
goes
anything.
0 for 17 or whatever it was in this last game. Moving into some takeaways from the game, the Dodgers tried to switch up the batting order by putting Mookie at 3 and Will Smith at 2. Do you think there's any other lineup changes that you want to see the Dodgers make to try and get their offense back on track?
I mean, I don't know, not really. Oof.
Well, here's something for your thought, and it's someone I forgot about, but they do have, and it was a big offseason signing. It's not Michael Conforto. It's Hae-Sung Kim. Not to be confused with Ha-Sung Kim. It's Hae-Sung Kim, who they signed out of Korea. He's hardly seen the field this year. He could go play the infield, put Tommy Edman in the outfield, get Call and Pajes out of the lineup because they just aren't producing like in an acceptable way. Is it get Tommy Edman in center? Is it get Miggy Rowe at short so that Mookie can have a defensive break? I don't think that's the answer, but I think Hae-Sung Kim could slide in at second. Edman can go into center, or maybe even Kike. I don't know. Maybe.
I think more of it's the guys under the top 4 fuel off of the top 4. So if the top 4 aren't doing good, which it showed, if the top 4 haven't been doing good, the bottom half isn't going to do good. It's like they feed off of it.
I wonder if you think about moving Freddie and Mookie down in the lineup. Two guys that have been hitting decent have been Teo and Kike.
Right.
I know. Okay, Teo, you could definitely slide him up to like 3 instead of Mookie, but it does sound pretty crazy to say move Kike in for Freddie, but with the kind of postseason player he is it really that crazy? I mean,
I don't know. And I don't think they're. If they were gonna make that decision, they should have made that decision up last game. Really, because you're a little too late now. Down 3-2. If you make a lineup change like that and it doesn't work, you just cost yourself the World Series. You could have costed yourself just one game, instead of, been like, okay, we'll tank this game. Yes, it puts them up 3-2, but we can see how our guys do at this point, this point in the lineup. I don't think they probably won't change it. I wouldn't change it personally. I'd leave it how it is. You can maybe move a couple people around, but if you are, you would move them up one or down, switch spots in a sense, right? You're gonna switch your 2 to 3 and 3 to 2. I don't think they're
nothing
gonna
that drastic.
Yeah.
I think I got maybe 2 more questions for you. The first one, maybe not questions, but we saw at the end of the game yesterday that George Springer was getting ready to run for Bo Bichette if he got on in his last at-bat. Do you think we'll be seeing him in Game 6 with another day's rest?
I mean, like their manager said it best too, and I believe him too. If needed, yeah, we'll see him. But if not, give him another days of rest. If you know that he's gonna make an impact, then yeah, I think we'll see him. But if say it's like either one team's blowing the other team out, I don't.
Do you think he feels good enough to hit?
No, I don't. There's no shot he does.
It's not what it sounds like is coming out of the Blue Jays organization.
Yeah, but they're gonna feed. They're gonna feed us. Can you
imagine the Rogers Center how loud it would get when they see Springer coming out for this first at bat leading off the game in Game 6?
Yeah, but I mean, well, you can, but I mean, you then run the risk of still injuring it again. And yeah, I get it's the end of the season, but spring training is what, in April, right?
Something like that.
It's
probably.
like something like in April, yeah, because the season starts like sometime in May, I think. So you look at that, you're only getting what? November, December, January, February, March, April. You're getting 6 months of recovery for.
Yeah, but it's the World Series.
Yeah, but what if the injury turns out to be worse than what it is, and now he is out, for next season?
He's got plenty of guaranteed money. This is the World Series. He's won one before. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows that he'd be down for that.
But maybe I'd say he won't be Game 6. If it gets to Game 7, he's playing.
I think that you can see George Springer in Game 6 hitting. I don't
think?
know if that means he starts.
He's not gonna start.
But I mean, his legs feel good enough. Their manager said during the game that it doesn't sound like the injury would get worse from him playing, and it wouldn't necessarily get better him just sitting there getting anxious and not being able to help the team. So I do think we might see him in Game 6 in some capacity hitting.
Maybe one at bat, I think it's gonna be like a pinch hit at bat, but it isn't gonna matter. The at bat's not gonna matter. I don't see him really coming in. I could be completely wrong, in a very extent, but I
just don't see.
I see him coming in Game 7. If it gets to Game 7, he plays. Game 6 will be. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I don't think he'll be put in if it's a blowout.
Yeah, I think it has to be if he doesn't start, which it could happen. I don't know.
And he's not going to
start. They're only going to pinch hit him if it means something.
He's going to get one at bat, I think.
We'll see. I don't know.
We will see because tomorrow is.
I'm excited to see. I guess before I ask for your prediction, I want you to. What do you think Yoshinobu Yamamoto is going to do? Because clearly, the Dodgers are relying on one man to save Gotham, and his last two starts have been complete games. What do you think is going to happen here?
Well, it's not. I don't think it's going to be a complete game. It's not like
the Dodgers. They need him to
go
7 or 8.
He'll go 7, but he's not going to go 9. But I don't think he's going to do as good as he's done before because now the Blue Jays have saw his best stuff, and they faced him. They're going to face him again at home. So now it's like this is a meaningful game because they were up 1-0, so it didn't really matter if they won or lost that game. 2-0 would be nice, but 1-1 is it's not bad. So I don't think it really matters too much in that sense, for early on. But now this is, to win the World Series. They're going to be a little more locked in, a little more. I think they're going to take more pitches, so I feel like his pitch count's going to get up pretty early.
Yeah. I think that Dave Roberts is scared to death to go to his bullpen. I think they're basically telling him, okay, you need to throw a good 7 innings.
Yeah.
And then we need to hand it off to Roki.
Yeah, and
for the 8th and the 9th.
And they have to score runs. I don't think
maybe Gavin Sheehan, maybe Will Klein, because he's proven himself. But when they brought in Enriquez after kind of proving himself, air quotes, he doesn't get a single out.
No, he did terrible. That was his a really bad performance.
Yeah, I mean, so Dave Roberts is just praying.
He's like
for another complete game.
He wants one more complete game. He gets it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's gonna get pieced up around though, like hits here and there. I don't really think there's gonna be much for home runs. against him. But I do feel like, though, he's going to get, kind of smacked around a little bit here and there. Nothing too crazy, but...
Well, then, so I guess I'll ask you for your prediction for Game 6.
Who does the Blue Jays have thrown again for this game?
Kevin Gausman, and again, not a pushover.
Not a pushover, but we have seen him throw before.
I mean, when you're getting into this late in a series, you literally have seen everyone before.
Yeah, you know what they're gonna do.
That's like
I think it'll be a close one, but I think it's gonna be 5-3 Toronto.
Okay, so you think the Toronto Blue Jays will be ending the World Series in 6 games?
Because then it makes my prediction that we had before
right.
the World Series come true at 4-2.
We never made a bet on it. Never shook hands on anything. Too late to come to terms. Game already started.
I need that to hit so bad.
Odds are different now.
Odds are different.
Yeah. I'm gonna disagree with you.
Of course,
I think that this is gonna go to a Game 7.
Okay.
But I do think the Jays will take it in 7.
Okay.
I think Yamamoto is gonna go at least 7 innings because he literally has to.
Yeah.
I think there's even a chance. No, they wouldn't. No, I was going to say Shohei in relief, maybe in Game 7.
No, they're going to go to Kershaw. You got to have Kershaw.
No, I think you hope.
No, you got to have Kershaw come out.
That. No, man, let him end on a good note.
No, you got to have him come out. You got to give him one more chance.
I think that the season continues to a Game 7. I don't know what the score will be, but, I mean, Mookie has good numbers against Gausman in his career. If they're going to win the game, he has to play well, which we've been saying that all series, all postseason, all season even.
Yeah.
And that's part of why this Dodgers team, while, yes, being a juggernaut, was underwhelming over the season. So I think Mookie Betts can at least do one thing during the game to give them a boost. And I don't think Kevin Gausman's going to do poorly.
No.
But I think it'll be a low-scoring game, and I think Yoshinobu Yamamoto will be making his case for Dodgers legend and World Series MVP, but it won't matter because the Jays will win.
Okay.
7.
Yeah. I still got Jays winning it. I need that to hit 4-2. That'd be so nice, especially with the Dodgers going up 2-1. I was like, man, this isn't going to hit.
Yeah.
I mean, we never know. But tomorrow is Halloween, so we should probably say Happy Halloween to everyone.
Yeah, Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yeah,
Hope you guys have a spooky day. Have fun going out. I don't think we know
stay
too many
safe.
people that have kids.
No, but
I'll
be at work most
so
likely.
Fun.
So
I will probably be watching the game on my phone at a bar.
It's at 6, right? The
Correct.
game's at 6.
Correct.
So maybe I hit the boss with, hey, can I come in early and leave early?
We'll see. Anyway, Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yeah, Happy Halloween.
Thank you for coming into Rocks on the Pond. I'm Matt Sapakoff.
And I'm Isaac Manaugh.
And we'll see you guys potentially after we've crowned a champion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
And theme.